This is Editing Mr. Mira. I want to say that we are starting this video and it's going to kind of jump into right where the last video cut off. So there won't be like a formal introduction where we're finding our file or anything in this video because it's just kind of cut in from where the last video ended. So I separated out those videos into two separate instead of just one long one. So we're going to cut in and jump right into kind of the middle of a video here and finish out the rest of the video where we talk about Boolean variables and the logical not operator with Boolean variables. Let's delete all of this. Yes, let's delete all of that and let's go into, let's make a Boolean variable. So Boolean's not something we talked about before. So Boolean holds the value of either true or false. It can only hold two things, the word true, the word false. So we're going to have a Boolean variable there called hero alive, and it's going to be true or false. So let's set up a expression here. Let's say grunts is, as long as grunts is greater than 15, we'll go back and we'll say our frostborn hungers. And then otherwise, we'll say work, but let's also talk about nested if statements. So I can nest things together. I can say, or else if hero alive, then system.out.println, we'll just say like we win, else system.out.println, we lose, we lost. Okay, so I have a lot of closing curly braces here, a lot of things happening right now, but I have a nested if statement. So inside my else, I actually have another if else. So in order to test either one of these, I have to first end up in this initial outer else here. Okay, so what's happening here? I have a Boolean variable hero alive, and I have an if statement down here. It's not checking a condition like I've seen and like we've done. It's only checking this Boolean variable. Remember, the condition has to evaluate to true or false. Well, if I have a Boolean variable, and it's holding the word true or false, that's my evaluation. If hero alive is only going to ever be the word true or the word false. If it's the word true, it's like the expression evaluating to true, I go inside the if. When it's the word false, it's like the expression evaluating to false, I go inside the else. So what's happening here is I'm saying grunt's greater than 15. I'm not, I have 8. So I'm going to go down here in this else, and then I'm going to print out work, and then I'm going to test is my hero alive. If hero alive is true, I say we win. If hero alive is false, I say we lost. So I expect to see work, and then we lost get printed out when I run the code here. Work, we lost. That's what I see. All right, so I could change this to say true, and I could run the code and it said work, we win. So I still go inside the else because 15, right? 8 is not greater than 15. So I still go in the else, and then hero alive now is true. So I print out we win. The last logical operator that I want to talk about in this already long video is the not operator. It's the last logical one. Not does the opposite of whatever the value evaluates to, whatever the condition evaluates to. That's a better way to say it. Not is the opposite of whatever the condition evaluates to. So if the evaluation of the condition is true, not makes it false. The evaluation of the condition is false, not makes it true. Okay, so let's see this off in a couple ways here. So I'm going to put grunts greater than 15 in quotes there, and I'm going to put an exclamation point. So an exclamation point is not. So that means that if grunts greater than 15 evaluates to false, which it has been because we were inside our else with our work. If this evaluates to false, this not symbol is going to actually make it true. So I'm going to see frostborn hungers here because this evaluated to false, the not made it true, meaning the whole expression, there's nothing else in here, became true. Okay, so that's the first thing. But let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that and let's keep this happening here. I could also do this, right? I could say not hero alive, meaning whatever the value of hero alive is, do the opposite. So the last time we came in here, we were work, and then we said we win because hero alive is true. But now I'm saying not hero alive, meaning whatever value this is, do the opposite. So right now it's true, meaning I'm going to do the opposite and make it false, which means this expression is false, which means we should go inside our else here and see we lost. We're going to end the video there. I know this might be a lot to take in. Might be a little confusing sounding, but try to watch through it a couple times, maybe see if you can understand the relational operators, the logical operators. I'm going to tell you right now, dealing with not and dealing with only Boolean variables inside if statements is a difficult concept for new learners to sometimes grasp right away. So if you don't understand that last little bit here where we started doing just the hero alive, if you were like, you know what, I got everything, I know how to do these expressions, I can write my if statements like this, but when we did this, if you were completely lost and said, well, now I just don't get it, that's okay. That's a big struggle that a lot of new learners actually see. And then when we throw the not in there, sometimes even more confusing. The struggle becomes a little more difficult at times there. So that's just something practice, working with it, try writing code with it, little pieces like this, see what happens, try to figure it out, test, work, small amounts, 15 lines, 10 lines. That's where practicing is going to help. So until next time, everybody, have a week.